Guys, so that's my Unbreakable Russian shell. So now obviously the wheels are going to match that to some degree as well. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay guys, so this is the first of my Traxxas X Maxx upgrades. So there's a few things in here. Should be the body shell that's come from Russia. Yep, yes it is. Now with this I'm going to vinyl wrap this, guys. Right guys, so far all I've basically done is I've just drilled like a pilot hole and I've put one screw in and I've just attached it in one place because I know these fittings aren't going to be spot on. We're going to have some issues. So basically I've fitted one in and I was lining up the rest. I'm going to pop little holes in and just to see where it lines up. They don't line up perfectly. That one's not going to line up. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm just gonna. The worst thing is I don't want to fit it all in and find out that that massive crossbar thing is not gonna fit. So I'm gonna work from the back to the front. Right, guys. Yep. Marked that up, and I've kind of like installed it for the moment. I wasn't happy with the way that was lining up, so I was finding that I was having to make drill holes. I was going from this side just to see where the hook. It could be difficult from this side, but yeah, drilling from this way and see where the holes come out when I was lining everything up. But you can to some degree bend these in a little bit. I didn't want to really be doing that. I thought I'd add a bit of extra tension to the whole internal roll cage, but yeah, you can, you know, if you, I wasn't too happy with the way that they'd marked it up, but you can get away with it. If you want to be perfect, it won't fit the indents that they've put on there. But if you're gonna use a bit of force, applying this roll cage in, you will get it onto the indents. So yeah, right. So I'm gonna leave the front one in, take the these crossbars, whatever they are, roll bars, out. I'll take the rear ones out as well. I'm gonna start my vinyl wrapping. So yeah, I mean these areas are cool. They won't need it. I mean I'm gonna put it on because it looks nice. I've got to cut this bit out as well. That's all that's left. But yeah, it will make a big difference, guys. I know you're probably thinking whatever, but check out the before and after. Yeah, and vinyl wrapping is not really a mission. If you're not, you don't have to be an amazing guy. You don't have to work in a car shop, whatever, to be able to do it. The best way to do it, guys, is do it in sections. Yeah, and pick the right vinyl wrap. I have done some others that were luminous. They were really beautiful. So all you basically need is a X-Acto knife. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. You can even use these budget ones. Then get a few eBay. Alright? Don't press them too hard, you'll cut into your shell. Just enough to actually scorch kind of the paper so you can pull it off. Alright? Squeegee thing. Yeah, you won't really need a shell. On small shells where it's pretty intricate, I use it quite a bit, but not on, well, I don't know, RC, but not on big ones. It's just to get all the bubbles out, guys, make sure it's all flat. Okay? But generally you can just do that with your fingers, honestly. And you see a bit of heat, so I've got my heat gun. You can use a hairdryer, so don't worry about that if you haven't got a heat gun. Yeah, so what happens is vinyl wrap, so I like the kind of metallic, icy kind of look. You get it, guys? So that's what I'll use in the windows. Yeah, so we've got the chrome effect on the windows, which I think will look pretty cool because there's a lot of windows on this truck. So that on the windows, probably cut out sections and then just go around with my X-Acto knife, and you know where it's marked there, you can just basically follow it around and it'll cut out. It's not that hard, right? If you're struggling to get it to fit over some kind of contour on the truck, these things heat it up. When you heat it, it expands, and then when it's, don't really go crazy with it, but just heat it enough that you can feel that it's expanded. And now when you pull it over something, it'll take the shape of it. Alright, so I was going to go red because my X Maxx is the snap-on version, so it's got all the red shocks and it's got the red hexes, but blue just looks beautiful, man. Blue on that bad boy. So sack red. I might have red streaks going on in the middle of it and on the back, but blue's a killer. You can't go wrong with blue. Blue and black just looks mental with a bit of chrome thrown in. And you guys are thinking, yeah, whatever, this guy's gonna make a right bod job. Well, let's see then. Let's see. So I'm just gonna unscrew the fittings and leave the front one in because that really doesn't matter. So you screw that from there, take this out, take that out, sand this down a little bit from where I drilled it. I'm gonna have that as chrome as well. So yeah, I know you're thinking, right, what's the point, because you're gonna scratch it all up, but these bits don't get scratched. Okay, the windows don't get scratched. Alright, the internals don't get scratched. This middle bit won't get scratched. Yeah, it's usually the front, your roof, but if they might be able to get away with the middle, and the back, that takes all the hammering. Okay, so like even here you could run something that, where there's an indent, it's not going to touch the ground. Okay, right, so I'm going to take that off, so I want to have chrome on the back as well. Okay, bear with me, I'm not thinking, oh whatever, it's going to be a bare lame, but yeah, alright, we'll see. Okay, let's start. Okay, found my tripod, yay! Right guys, starting to cut this out. Just, I mean, other people might have done this in the videos, guys, I don't know. But if you are going to do this, the good thing is it is a thick body, but you can cut through it. So if you just drill a hole, for example, yeah, just drill another one next to it, whatever. Alright. And then you can just use your RC scissors. And I was pretty surprised to see that they actually can cut through this. Okay, so, and it's better to do it on the inside than the outside, because you can see the thick lip on the inside, you can't really see that on the outside, alright? So, I've drilled 2 holes, and I could just cut along, and it actually does, you just follow it. Pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. I've just got to neaten this one up. Yeah. That is so much more easy. I thought I'm going to have to get one of these little saw things and saw it out. Awesome, awesome. You just cut along, you know, and if you want to do it in sections, make it easy, give yourself a bit of room. Yeah? Okay. Okay, to help with the vinyl wrap sticking on, just get a little bit of fairy, or, you know, like the soap for washing dishes. And just give your shell just a bit of a wipe, just in case there's any grease on there. It will get it off. Again, and it will help it become a little bit more adhesive for your wee shell. So hopefully it'll stay on. I mean, I've never really had problems with it staying on anyway, but it's all good. Right, okay, just a bit of that. And one thing I will be doing, guys, just to show you that these vinyl wraps, they come with, like the body shells do, come with a bit of plastic coating. So I'm going to put it on. I'm not going to take the plastic coating off and leave it on, yeah, but I'll just give you an example that this is what it looks like without the plastic coating. So there's much better texture, really nice, really bright, and then it's a bit kind of like a misty kind of look like that. So I might just leave it on just to see how it does, and then peel it off at some other date. Okay, so there's a bit of protection there for it. Right, I'll dry this off and then start putting the vinyl wrap on. I'm going to actually show you, because I know maybe a lot of people don't know, but I've just put that on there. That's just with my finger, yeah. I'm going to get my heat gun on it, get it into the grooves, and then get my scalpel, my X-Acto knife on it. Okay, right guys, the first window, so I'm just going to put a bit of heat on it, just get into all the grooves. Might just go over it with a squeegee. So there's a little bit of air in there, just to force it out. Doesn't need much heat. You can see it's got a lot more stretchy. So, there's a bit of air bubble in there. Pull it off, put it back on, try and make sure all the air is out. There we go. You guys see that? Yeah, a bit of an air bubble there. Later on, I mean, if you've got air bubbles, you can always just get a pin, pop a hole inside it. Yeah, and that will get it up. So, there we go. Now I'm just gonna go around with my scalpel and just cut that out. Yeah. So I've just basically just gone around and scorched the paper basically, and now it should just peel off. And there you've got like a window kind of look, and that bit should just peel off as well. Okay, so that's one window done. Yeah, so it's not really rocket science, guys. Okay, let's move on to some other ones. Okay, so I've just heated it up, applied it on there, going around with the scalpel, and this should just peel off nice and easily. There we go. Okay, if there's any bits that are protruding, just get your scalpel on it, you just trim it up. So you're just basically scoring it, and these bits I don't waste anyway, so I'll put it on the front maybe, and use it for a light on the front, like that. Once you've heated it, it'll go back to its normal shape. Okay, so nothing really goes to waste. Okay, so just get a bit of an idea of how to do it. You can feel, you know, where they are, where the bits are, like for example the window. Just cut it a little bit more than that, and you can just crease it or put a line, or if you've got a marker pen, just put a marker pen mark there, and you basically, and then you just, I would just cut this out, as so, yeah. Make sure you guys are with me. Well, this would have been better, the curve ones aren't as good, but alright, cool. We will carry on. So yeah, so you don't need to put the whole thing on. So, this obviously isn't very neat, guys, so. Then that will just, I'll just put that on there. Yeah, don't worry about the lines and the creases and stuff like that. That's something I can take the film off afterwards. So as long as it covers it, and then just going to heat gun it, I'll pretty sure push it into place and you'll be okay. Peel it off from the backing. Look at basically where you want it, as long as it covers it up. Press it in with your finger. Get the contours, get all the air out. Alright. And I like to just heat gun it. I mean that's good enough, but I like to just heat gun it anyway, just to make sure that it's all okay. So you just get your heat gun, heat it a little bit, and that's it, and then just score it with your knife. I'm just going to gun it a little bit because I want it to fit into the bottom. So I don't know if you guys can see, sorry I can't see with the cameras. It'll start taking the shape of it, and it will really start to become quite elastic compared to what it was. And you can just push it into all the grooves. Like here, I want to get it into this bit's down here. So push it with my finger. Yep. Get all the air bubbles out. Make sure there's no air in there. Oops. You can always just lift it up, press it back down again, or I can reheat it. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to do this when trying to get it on the camera as well. Okay, that's gone in there nicely. I'm going to heat it again just a little bit. Alright. That's there I'm not happy with, so I'm going to heat that side up. And all the crease marks will just come out, and I'll get elastic again. And we'll just pull it a bit more where I want it. Push the bubbles out. Hope you guys can see this, I can't see my camera. Okay, and if there's any air bubbles, just push them out. Get a little squeegee thing. Squeegee doesn't come in a little bit useful in doing this, just to get all the air bubbles out. Right, and that's basically it. Okay, so I've just scored that with the scalpel. It should just peel off nice and easily. And then we've got the shape of our windscreen. If I need to touch it up a little bit, I can just go over it and touch it up. I might just heat it a little bit, make sure it goes into the corners properly, so it doesn't come up. I mean, I'm not going to be driving my car over this, so I'm not looking to make it into a pancake. So it should last. Okay, right, so I've done the chrome vinyl wrap, put some little lights on as well, so you've got in the front, we've got in the windows, that side as well. And it's a little bit like the snap-on version that they brought out. I'm going to put a pulsar there. I'm actually going to put it on my little bars as well. So I'm just putting it on one at the moment, but I'm going to put it on there as well, so that bit that sticks out. Right, so that's done. I could leave it like that and maybe have some streaks or some flames in chrome going like that. The snap-on version is a bit similar to that, but I'm going to put some blue on. I think just going with a bit of, I don't want to go too crazy with it. Reason being is that, you know, if if I was to have some major impact, it would distort the shape of this. So I might just put like a strip going on the side. It makes it a bit of red because obviously my car's a bit red as well. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, so if you're gonna line wrap in a big area properly, you want to just put a little bit on at a time and peel it back as you're going along. But to be honest with you, I'd rather just heat it up, really. And I think I'm just gonna, because I'm not really that fussed, guys. I'm not doing a perfect job because I know it can get distorted. So just line it up a little bit, press it into the grooves a little bit. I can feel that there's a film on this to protect it as well. So So you could even have it like that and then just cut out a shape even if you wanted to. Alright. So I could heat it. And with this, because the film's quite thick on the top of it, I'm going to melt it enough for me to be able to guide it through with my fingers. Okay, that should be alright. Just be careful because it can be hot once you've just done that. Yes, I can feel it's a bit hot, but it's a little bit more easier to apply it on now. Try and get the bubbles out as I'm going along. You want to do it while it's warm, because when it gets cold it'll start to become rigid again. I'll just put a hole in that later on. So, yeah. I don't know if I want to have it full blue, but so that's just covered one side. I could trim it down and then just see where I want to go with that. How much blue do I want? And do I want to put some red on top of it as well? Just cutting a shape out and hopefully getting it right on this side as well. So, pull that off and take this side off as well. And now I can just neaten it up and have it how I want. So you can see there's a film on here. If I take that off, it looks a lot more nicer. Okay, so might set it into flames. I'll see. Let's get that little bit off here. Okay. Okay, it's not finished, but just decided to go with running a bit of blue down it. I think it makes a massive difference. It looks good on black. Yeah. And same on that side. Okay, so it really does bring out your shell. Makes it look nicer. It's got that chrome kind of effect. Probably put a little bit on the back. I'm going to mix some red in there as well. But yeah, that dull Russian shell is starting to come alive. Put a little bit on the front here as well. Okay. Okay guys, here's kind of like the finished product. I went a little bit overkill. I was going to keep it pretty simple and just have black and blue with a little bit of red. But I thought, you know what, let me just see how it looks. The other thing is it's a bit of an experiment to see which vinyl wraps will last. So there's different makes here. That's definitely a better quality one there. The red one's aren't too cracker. The one, the blue, isn't too cracker. You can tell because it leaves like a residue, where the really good ones don't. And the really good ones have like a film covering over them. So, but yeah, okay. So that's basically it, guys. I might have jumped, but it was just pretty simple, guys. You just have like, I had like a wavy kind of effect in mind. I put the blue one down, and the red one kind of, it was cut basically to match the first one that was down, like the contour, and then I put a chrome one down as well, and then I had some Traxxas Maxx stickers, so I put them on. But yeah, you know, it hasn't come out too bad. Might be a bit too tinsely, but if compared to the normal shell, it should be okay. Now I've put the rubbish stuff on the places where I'm not really bothered if it comes off. So the roof, for example, it's not going to last. There is a ridge there, so it's going to scrape more there than anywhere else, but I'm not bothered if that comes off. I'm expecting it to come off, and that vinyl wrap's rubbish. So, but the other places where I've put it on, I've left the front of the bonnet kind of clear. I'm going to put a little bit of vinyl wrap here because that should be protected when it goes over. The inside over here, obviously that doesn't really matter on the inside because it's not going to take any abuse. Yeah. And obviously that all the sides indented, so you're not really going to get much abuse there either. Side rails, I don't know how that's going to work out, so that'll be interesting. It's good for me to see, and for you lot as well, to see which bits would actually break off, which bits gets damaged, which bits should you not bother vinyl wrapping. So an interesting experiment for all of us really, but that's basically it. And yeah, not hard. Do it in sections, have a pattern. I was going to do flames, but I thought, you know what, I can't really bother. Can't bother to spend so much time doing this. So yeah, so instead I decided to go with that. But I've done it like that because I've got a red kind of theme going on my Maxx, and I've also got blue. I've got blue shocks and stuff like that, so I could change them around. So I've done it to match both of them really. So yeah, that's basically it. And then on the actual roll bar that sticks out, I've put a bit of chrome on there, and you know, that's obviously going to be sticking out over there. Much better to look at than the original, and yeah. So will it last? Let's see. But they tend to obviously get scraped on the back. I'm expecting that to come off straight away, and scuffs on the roof, on the front, and you'll catch bits to the side. But where it's indented, shouldn't have a problem. So I'd prefer to look at it like that anyway. And yeah, it may peel off, it may scratch off. That's not a problem. I'll just take off the bits that have come off, stick with what stayed on. So as long as they're not flatten it or drive over it, I can't see them coming off. The cheaper ones, maybe, but this stuff's like quality stuff. Yeah, the chrome is quality as well, and I put them on other cars as well. Yes, I haven't bashed them cars as hard as I'm gonna bash this Maxx, but I'm expecting it to be okay. So that's basically it, guys. Yeah, so I know I got a bit carried away and I didn't get to camera when I was putting the red chrome, ice chrome vinyl wrap on, but it's just following the contour. So make your shape in the beginning like I did with the blue one, and then the red's just going to match that. So you put it on, cut section out, and then you get a scalpel and cut it away. So you could put a straight rectangle on and just cut away the shape that you want to have. And with the chrome, obviously same things, following the contour of it as well. And the bits that are left over, don't waste anything. I put them at the bottom as well, just get a bit of an extra look. And the bits that are left over, put a bit on the roof as well, and a bit on the back. Nothing goes to waste. Yeah. So yeah, and that's it. So not really hard. Vinyl wrap will set you back, depending on how much you get, guys. I'd go for, it comes in out at 1.52 meters in length, and then width wise you should get away with about 300 millimeters, 30 centimeters. There's nothing that's going to be more than that on here. Okay, so now I've got to just put it all together, put my washers on, screw it up together, screw it all together and put my little roll bar thingy on, and hopefully get to drive. Now what it is, I've got loads of tyres as well that have come through in the post as well, so I'm going to review them tyres as well, and that should be pretty interesting because some of them tyres are massive and some of them are really heavy. So I want to drive it stock and then later on have it with all them mods. So let's see how that works out. Okay, so there it is. And I expect it to last a little bit, guys. The indented bits, much better than looking at the other one. The way it was, just normal. I actually do prefer it like that. So I'm alright with it, I'm quite happy with it. Takes a little bit of time, but if you get good with a scalpel, and it don't really matter if you scratch it up in places. I did manage to scratch it, but you know what? It's gonna get scratched. That's why I wasn't too careful. Normally I'm really careful when I do my stuff, but I'm not really too fussed about this because it's gonna get hammered anyway, guys. So you know, I wasn't being really meticulous with it. So guys, I'm going to be using stainless steel screws because if you look at most Maxx body shells, they've all the screws are rusted away. So I'm using stainless steel and these little washer things that you can sometimes you'd get them on buggies to keep the spoiler down. And obviously they've got a bit of recess so you can get your screws in there nicely. So that should hold it pretty firm because obviously you know that's one of the upgrades you need to do because the screws used to obviously rip out the body. I don't know if it'd be that much of a problem with this one, but I'm not taking any risks. I'm not doing this all over again. So it's kind of cool that it went with my body shell. The colour did nice and red. So I've done one there, and I'll be doing another one over here. Yeah, and that should just screw in nicely. Yeah. So the Lossy 5T washers, they also fit pretty cool as well. So that's, you know, another, if you want a pretty sturdy, well made washer to put on there. That's obviously RC grade. Cool, thought I'd show that to you guys if you're doing this as well. Right then guys, so that's my Unbreakable Russian shell. So now obviously the wheels are going to match that to some degree as well. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's it, done. But yeah, it should look kind of awesome when it's on that truck. So look out for them bids, guys. And yeah, man. And check out the reviews of the other tyres and wheels that I've been using as well. So I've only done it on one side because that side don't need it. You can't see that anyway. Cool. Okay. Let's leave it there. That's basically it, guys. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And get ready for the beast. That beast is getting unleashed. And I'm going to show a vid of all the hop-ups that I basically got for it before I install them. And what you should basically put on your Maxx, you know, what kind of upgrades it does need. And things that it could just do as an extra optional kind of upgrade. Okay, so stay RC tuned, guys. Thank you very much for watching.